Alright, and welcome to episode number 52 of this Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel playthrough, because I actually completely forgot to say that last episode. Actually, Sea Festival is going on, so we actually are playing with our Sacred Beast deck, and it's doing really well. The deck that I was gonna tell you guys about is actually the Phantasm Spiral deck. I made it a very budget version. The SR card, the Unexpected Die, this is the card that you actually get in the starter deck. Like, we cannot dismantle it, you can see it here. So, did we get 3 right? Yeah, we get all 3 in that deck, so it's actually a free card as well, as you can see. The only card which is, I guess, which I crafted before because it also goes really well in the Sacred Beast deck, is the Skill Drain deck card. And this card is, yeah, it's in here 3 times, but you could easily switch it out with many other trap cards, which are lockdown cards, basically. It doesn't have to be a continuous trap card. It could also be, for example, Last Wind. You can also do that very well. It also negates the special summon, the effects of a special summoned monster, and original attack is halved, and it can even reset itself if your opponent special summoned from the opponent's extra deck. So basically, yeah. So this is also a really good card that you could easily fit in here. But the thing of this Phantasm Spiral deck is actually that it focuses on normal monsters. This is the field spell, and it actually it is always treated as Umi, and it actually focuses on normal monsters. I won't go into every detail of the deck right now, but just so you know, it goes into normal monsters. This is with some Tenyi support, and also some here. This is basically the Tenyi support as well. It goes with worm monsters. That's why I chose for the level, like the level 4 normal monster, which is actually a worm type. Worm type. Yeah. And Planet Pathfinder, which is great for searching out Umi, basically. Yeah, we don't have terraforming in the deck. We don't have metaverse in the deck. We also would like. I'll actually go to the ideal spiral deck that I made. It's not completely all set in stone, by the way, but there are some good cards in it. We can also use this card from Eldritch, because it's a normal monster with 2500 defense. That's pretty decent. This is the main card that we, I guess, could use, because it's a really strong card. At the start of your main phase, neither player can normal or special summon the effect monsters until your next draw. And yeah, like the thing that I also wanted to do is with the sea stealth attack, but we need water monsters for that. So the thing that we like, we could make 2 versions. I will eventually show it to you guys, but this is not a water monster, that's the problem. Alright, so actually give me a second and I'll build a deck for you guys. It's just a switch to this next frame. Alright, and this is the other version that I mentioned. So basically here we focus on the other Megalo Smasher X, which also has the same stats, but it's actually a water monster, which goes a little bit better with the Sea Stealth attack, because it actually focuses on water monsters, and also here for the second effect, also water monster. But like, it's not usually necessary, because we also just get water monsters from our tokens from the field spell, and that's mainly where we get our monsters from. And also our Phantasm Spiral Dragon is still always a monster. I still have to craft these, by the way. Let's craft 2 of these, and let's craft 3 of the Last Wind. It's basically what I took out is the Heavenly Circle. Generate 3, please. Alright, perfect. And like, by the way, basically all the normal and rare cards are always free. Like at least what I've noticed, you always end up with way too many crafting points of normal or rare crafting points, so you will always have enough. Yeah, so for now I will definitely use this. This is water, and this is, I guess, now the worm type, so I should change the name. Worm. Phantasm Spiral. It's really a slight difference, but I will definitely just go with this deck for now, just so you know. And this is definitely the deck that we will try to use for our battles in the solo mode. Our Sacred Beast deck is, again, really strong, and I think it's definitely the best of all the decks that we have right now, and especially in the format that we play in. But yeah, it might be just a little bit too strong, and it might make the battles redundant, or like not too interesting to watch or something. I guess it will be over really quickly. If we run into a really difficult battle, or what we feel is an unfair battle, then I think we can always grab it, but I hope it won't be necessary. Alright, so right now we can actually either continue the scenario here, and I think that's what we're gonna do, because this side path usually shows to be like for the World Chalice archetype, it was this was the protagonist side, and this was the antagonist side. So let's start with the next scenario. Right, ooh, I think this is the guy that banishes actually. But alright, let's see. Like I said, I know that there's a sub-archetype which actually focuses on banishes instead of sending to the graveyard. So alright, let's see. Though the Lightsworn possesses ultimate power, sometimes even for them, the evils that appear are too great. When the enemy is too fierce, have they no choice but to give up on justice? That is not an option. Deep within the realm of light lies a tightly sealed treasure chest. When a mighty enemy appears, the treasure box is heavily lit open. Neatly folded robes of black await a warrior of justice, possessing the power of darkness. Oh, Twilight. Therein slumbers the Twilight Cloth. Yeah, Twilight. Okay, so that's the sub-archetype. Ooh, all black versions. Amazing. When adorned by a Lightsworn, that warrior of justice is imbued with the powers of both light and darkness. They who wear the Twilight Cloth show no mercy of the forces of evil. Amazing, bro. Wow, this is so amazing. I love it. Joining forces with the Black Punishment Dragon. That's the antagonist, basically, of Judgment Dragon. Or not antagonist in this case, but basically the dark version of it. Those warriors will not relent in their onslaught until all wickedness is vanished from the world. Amazing, amazing, guys. Oh my god, I love this. Okay, so then I guess the practice will be... Okay, so we got Lightsworn Mender. During the end phase, if a card was sent from your deck to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn card this turn, inflict 500 damage to your opponent, and even if you do, gain 500 life points. It's an incredibly bad card, unfortunately. It doesn't have any special summon effects, and it even the very mediocre, if I may say, very mediocre effect is even conditional. So unfortunately, that's not too good. Okay, so this focuses on Twilight monsters. This is actually a really good card. You can banish one Lightsworn monster from your graveyard, banish one card on the field, non-target, banishing one card on the field, not monster, not spell. You can choose. So this is a really good card in my opinion, just for removal. Then we have some others. Okay, so it is mixed with some regular Lightsworn monsters, and this is Twilightsworn. Yep, Lightsworn, and Twilightsworn again. All right, so it's a mix and Dark Honest. Okay, instead of the Honest that we had in the last deck, we didn't draw it, but all right. And here we can see the Punishment Dragon. All right, let's not go into the loner deck too much, and let's just play. Let's see what we can draw, guys, and let's see how these battles may go. Alright, and we will probably read what makes the Twilightsworn deck. Yeah, unique. Alright. Twilightsworn monsters have effects that send cards from your deck to the graveyard. Whenever a Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, plan the timing at which you activate these effects to pull off some deadly graveyard-based strategies. You can also use their effects to banish one Lightsworn monster. When you have 4 or more banished Lightsworn monsters with different names, you can special summon Punishment Dragon. Alright, main phase 1. He's gonna set a card. That's that's not difficult to go up against usually. Alright, we draw this. So we can discard one Lightsworn monster with our solar charge again. So set everything up to special summon Punishment Dragon and win on this turn. First, normal summon Raiko, Twilightsworn Fighter, and activate its effect. So yeah, that's the card I was talking about. It non-target banishes a card on the field. If this card's normal summoned or flipped face up, you can banish one Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, banish one card on the field. Once per turn, if your other Lightsworn monster effect is activated, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So, alright. Activate the effect. We're gonna banish the level 6 out of our hand. Yep, because we can combo his send to the graveyard effect with Raiden. But we have to get Raiden on the field first. Select cards to banish. Obviously, we're gonna target our opponent's card, not as our own card. Alright, now activate solar charge. Yeah, so we discard our Raiden, then draw 2 cards, then send the top 2 cards to the graveyard. Yep. Ooh, okay, they planned which was sent to the graveyard, of course. Hold up. Alright, activate the effect of Twilight Twin Dragons in your graveyard. Okay, if you control Punishment Dragon, target one Judgment Dragon in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Set the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Then set the top 4. Okay. If this card sent from the deck to the graveyard by a Lightsworn monster's effect, you can target one Punishment Dragon in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Then banish the top 4 cards of your deck. Wow. Okay. Let's do it. Add Punishment Dragon to the hand from the graveyard. And we banish. There are now 4 types of banished Lightsworn monsters. Special summon Punishment Dragon. So one of them was Dark Honest, the other 3 were Lightsworn monsters, because one of them we banished also with Raiko's effect. So let's see. Okay, so there's another banished monster. If your other Lightsworn monster's effect is activated. Ah, I see. Okay, so it's all about when your other Lightsworn monster's effect is activated. And this effect actually activated. Doesn't matter where it gets activated. Alright, nice, that's pretty good. And now we have quite some cards in the graveyard. Also, March of the target one Lightsworn monster. Interesting cards. And this is the card that would just send to the graveyard. I just want to read this card as well. Target one Lightsworn monster in your graveyard that has a level. Add it to your hand. Has a level? Okay. Oh, because the Link monsters and XYZ monsters don't have levels, if I'm correct. Add it to your hand, then banish any number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the original level of that monster in your hand. You can only activate. Ah, okay. I've seen this card, but it's really difficult. Like you have to. I feel like you have to focus on either your graveyard or either your graveyard or unbanished. It's difficult to focus on both. Difficult to control. Focusing on both. Okay, so we actually get Punishment Dragon on the field. Attack your opponent's life points directly. Hold up. Let's first see what his effect is. So, must be special summoned by possessing 5 or more banished Lightsworn monsters with different names as well. So that's, you can imagine that's difficult to complete. Once per turn, quick effect, you can pay 1000 life points. Shuffle into the decks all cards in the graveyard and all face-up banished cards, except Lightsworn monsters. Once per turn, if your Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Alright, so it is pretty good, honestly. Like, that effect was really good. But, alright. We, by the way, also drew 2 trap cards. If you control 2 or more Lightsworn monsters with the same type, but different names. Are they always the same type? No, they're not. Ooh, that's bad. The same type, but different names. Lightsworn monsters. Banish 2 Lightsworn monsters from the graveyard and target 2 cards on the field, banish them. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by Lightsworn monsters, effect, you can special summon 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand. Okay, and this is target 1 face-up monster you control, banish any number of Lightsworn monsters from the graveyard, and if you do, that monster gains 200 attack and defense for each monster banished by this effect until the end of this turn only. What? If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by Lightsworn monster's effect, you can activate this effect this turn. Lightsworn monster you control cannot be destroyed with battle or card effects. Decent. Attack. And then we also attack with this monster, but then Raikou doesn't get to attack. Let's give him some action as well. Alright. And that is down with the opponent. The Messenger of Justice appears at dusk. The first one was at dawn, right? So now it's dusk. Alright, let's get into the next duel. And actually, okay, so we got some orbs for finishing that. Again, we have way too many orbs, so it only hints towards more gates coming out in the future. If you use the effect of the Twilightsworn monster, the cards in your deck will be sent to the graveyard, one after another, without waiting for the end phase. Always check the types of Lightsworn monsters that are banished and in the graveyard. Determine whether Judgment Dragon and Punishment Dragon are called. And think about countermeasures. Alright, so loner deck, I guess it will be the same deck, the same, yeah, combination. Alright, that sound is actually the sound of the last video being completed. The previous video, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Duel playthrough episode 51. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we do start with Raikou. We can banish this from the hand, but I'm not sure. Okay, Lightsworn Sanctuary. We don't have any interruption, so we can't read what he's doing. I guess it will be best at the end. Okay, it didn't do that much. So he just activated this card, added to his hand. Let's draw a card, thank you. Added to his hand Garoth, and he normal summoned that card, so that's fine. Okay, so he has a continuous spell, and we likely might encounter that as well in our decks. So once per turn, you can send 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand to the graveyard. Then target 1 other Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, added to your hand. Each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, place 1 shine counter on this card. If a Lightsworn card you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can remove 2 shine counters from your side of the field. For each of those Lightsworn cards instead. So that's pretty good, but currently there's only one counter on it, so pardon me. Yeah, so this card, we don't want to draw it. It's a really bad draw, unfortunately. But yeah, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, so we might as well discard it to the graveyard with Solar Recharge. Discard it. Add to the hand. Solar Recharge. Nice. It's not a once per turn, so that's good. We have this card again, so if it's in the hand, we can control in your graveyard. Okay, that's really not that good. Like, we have to control Judgment Dragon first. Oh, sorry, Punishment Dragon first. So, okay. We have Glorious Illusion. Activate this card by targeting 1 Lightsworn monster in your graveyard. Special summon a target in face-up attack position. During each of your end phases, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. So it's Call of the Hunted for Lightsworn monsters. With included the top 2 cards sending to the graveyard. That's that thing. Target 1 face-up monster you control. Banish any number of oh, we had this last turn, last battle, but it's last duel, but it's not that good, unfortunately. Even the send to the graveyard effect from the deck is not really that good either. So I'm not sure if it's worth it to try and go for the Solar Recharge, because currently we can banish his card, but I'm not sure if he plays with Judgment Dragon as well, then we might just be helping him. So the target into the deck, draw one card, that's pretty bad as well. So yeah, I think we will just use Solar Recharge. Send this to the graveyard. Ooh, okay. But we don't have any banished monsters right now. Okay, so this is actually Lumina as well, but it's the Twilightsworns version. So it actually does the same thing, but then not with the graveyard, but with the banished zone. Once per turn, you can banish one Lightsworn monster from your hand or a graveyard. Then target one of your banished Lightsworn monsters, except Lumina, special summon it. Once per turn, if your other Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send top 3 card from your deck to the graveyard. Oof, we might just do another Solar Recharge, guys. Let's see what we can draw. We don't send any interesting cards to the graveyard, unfortunately. Otherwise, we would have seen some effects being activated. But yeah, that's really unfortunate. Alright, so we might just set these cards face down. This is still decent, I guess, if you control 2 or more Lightsworn monsters with the same type but different names. We really have to plan this out. Banish 2 Lightsworn monsters from your graveyard, then target 2 cards on the field, banish them. Cards sent through from the deck to the graveyard by a Lightsworn monster's effect. You can special summon 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand. Okay. Yeah, so I think the best plan would be this, and this. And we can also put this face up, but let's see, we have to have the same type but different names. Okay, so let's see if there's a Spellcaster monster. Spellcaster monster, nice. Once per turn, when a spell trap is activated, a quick effect, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 face-up spell on the field, destroy it. Okay, so I guess we could get that monster out. This is also Spellcaster. Of course, it's the same monster. Fairy, Dragon, Beast. So they have different types. Fairy. Okay, this was good, but we have to tribute summon it. So that's unfortunately not that good. Okay, so we can just maybe summon this. We can't attack, unfortunately. We can't use this, and yeah, this is also really not that good, but why not face it down, right? Right, let's see what our opponent has. We can actually banish, hopefully two of his monsters, because I guess if he's playing a Lightsworn deck, then he will need his monsters, but alright, so we special summon this. We already thought it out, right? We special summon it and attack. So once per turn, when a spell trap cards or effects is activated, quick effect, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 face-up spell on the spell trap on the field, destroy it. So that's pretty good. Then we can activate this. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we have to banish 2 cards in the graveyard. I almost forgot. I guess we can banish this, like it has no value in the graveyard anyway. And then we can also banish this. Yeah. Let's banish both, and let's banish this monster and its face down card. Chain? Nope, we don't chain anything. That was Lightsworn Barrier. When a Lightsworn monster you control is targeted for an attack, yeah, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard, negate, then target the attacking monster, negate the attack. It only negates the attack, doesn't destroy the monster or anything. So yeah, we still have this. Target one gives it attack until the end of this turn. But it's basically about banishing the monsters from the graveyard. Okay, so this is the same card. Okay, so this is not a hard once per turn, it's actually a soft once per turn, so that's pretty good. Whenever a spell trap card is activated, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 face-up spell trap on the field, destroy it. So we can destroy his face-up spell trap. Perhaps, but... Oh, Nightmare Phoenix, of course, go away. If I could remove them from the deck, I would love to be able to do that. Oh, we now have... You can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 of your... Okay, so let's... Oh, I didn't even think of that. We can get this card out. Or this one. Target 1 monster. Yeah, I guess... Activate its effect. You can also just banish one of them, like banish the big monster. In your graveyard though. It's only in your graveyard. normal summon to flip. Okay, so let's do this. Banish it and special summon itself. And face up attack. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is now if your other Lightsworn monster effects are activated, set the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Definitely mandatory. Use this first, then use the second. Like, it doesn't really matter which goes first in this case, but... Alright, nope, we don't chain anything. Let's send some things to the graveyard, please. Let's get some... Oh, we special summon a monster. Did we send Wolf to the graveyard twice? Once per turn, if your other Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 3 cards. Oh, so now this changed. That's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, this also sends... Now this sends to the graveyard first, apparently. Alright, awesome. Special summon this. Okay, we did send quite a few things to the graveyard. So it was only one Wolf that we sent to the graveyard. This guy's Wolf, by the way. Alright, so that's pretty good, I'd say. If we had Punishment Dragon in the hand, then we could banish cards from the graveyard to actually special summon him, but yeah, right now I don't see that being necessary, so let's go to the battle phase. And let's attack with this monster first. Nope. Nope, thanks. Ooh, does he have anything face down? That's the question. Oh boy. Mr. Messenger of Justice. Ooh, okay, he has an effect. Okay, but the thing is... Okay, so I want to activate this girl's effect. Oh, it doesn't matter, they both didn't attack yet. So, sure, let's activate it. Banish from the graveyard. 1, right? Doesn't really matter which we banish, but let's banish her. And destroy this. Because this actually is like Call of the Haunted. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. So, nope. Nope, thanks. The flash. Alright. That's amazing. That was a really good battle. I think we thought very well of how to approach the duel. And alright, that's clear. So we're definitely also gonna try it with our own deck. And oh, dang, no, I didn't. Wait, can I click that here? No, wait, not on the loaner deck. My deck. Your second beat changed. We're gonna change it, of course. We're gonna change it to the Worm Phantasm Spiral. Select deck. That's fine. And let's edit. And let's search for Lightsworn. Lightsworn. And we got this guy, yes, Jane. Okay, so this is we got Jane as well here, but now he has the Twilightsworn version. Once per turn, you can banish one Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard. Then target one face-up monster on the field. It loses attack and defense equal to the banished monster level times 300 until the end of this turn. Once per turn, if your other Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So, alright, yeah, that's the card that we just got. And also, this is the... Wait, we had Lightsworn? We have this UR card already? We might have pulled it from a pack. We didn't get it from the story mode, I think. This the same thing with this card. Only the cards that we got 3 of right now. This too. We didn't get this from the story mode. We just got them from packs. Alright, interesting. So yeah, this is the deck that we will be playing with, and I guess most will be explained during the play, during the duels. I have some extra deck monsters. This is just for the Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi, because if the set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon one non-effect monster from your extra deck, and it will be the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It's non-effect and it's really high attack, so... and yeah, the other cards are just normal monsters. Like this takes a normal monster, this is a normal monster, this takes normal monsters as well, this is a normal monster, this is also a normal monster, and this is also a normal monster. So yeah, they're just... it's not really interesting, honestly. I just put in the deck what I had. It's again a really cheap deck as well. So okay, so this is a pretty cool cool trap card, I remember. Alright, so let's play with our own deck and let's see what we can do. Alright, Phantasm Spirals. Let's see if they can actually go up against this Lightsworn deck. The Lightsworn deck is definitely not weak, so this will definitely be interesting. Okay, unfortunately we don't start because we had some really good starter cards here. Alright, he has a similar start as the last time. He has this in the graveyard. Heavenly Dragon Circle. Interesting. Okay, first of all, yeah, I think it's better to do the Pathfinder first. I haven't played with this deck in a long time, so please forgive me if I make some small mistakes, but I think I know the major lines of it still. Like, I shouldn't make big mistakes, I think. I hope. Alright, so oh, by the way, we activated Pathfinder. You contribute this card, add one field spell from your deck to your hand. And then we have our, like the main thing of our deck. This is the field spell. You cannot normal summon or special summon effect monsters. The turn you activate either of this card's effects. Oh wow, so perhaps we cannot even use this effect anymore, because this was an effect monster. The turn you activate either of these effects. Okay, once per turn, if you normal summon or special summon exactly one normal monster, add one Phantasm Spiral card from your deck to your hand. If your opponent activates a card or effect, and you control no tokens, you can special summon one Phantasm Spiral token. It's worm type, water, and these other stats. Okay, so activate. I'm curious if this happens now, because now we can actually special summon one normal monster from the deck. It will be the worm level 4 monster. And I'm curious if it triggers the Phantasm Spiral effect now. It does not. Okay, because we used an effect monster this turn. Okay, that's pretty interesting. What we can also do is just tribute one worm monster, this, and then actually special summon the Phantasm Spiral monster. I think that's what we will do actually. So let's do it. We will tribute it. Yep. And special summon the Phantasm Spiral Dragon. They're all normal monsters, so I don't bother reading them. You can just see the stats of them. 2900. We have Sea Stealth Attack and Paleozoic Dynamist. This is actually a good random card as well. It's a cheap card. But what we care about is, like the first effect is really good. Target one face-up card on the field, discard one card, and if you do, banish it. That's a really good, decent effect in general. But the second effect is once per chain, when a trap card is activated while this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card as a normal monster, and it's a water. So the stats don't really matter, but it's a water monster. If summoned this way, this card's unaffected by monster effects. Also banish it when it leaves the field. So that's a really good part that we search for, because it goes well with Sea Stealth Attack. Which is, when this card is activated, you can activate one Umi from your hand or graveyard. While Umi is on the field, this face-up card gains these effects. Once per turn, you can banish one water monster you control until the end phase. Yeah, okay, so we can easily better banish our own token, you will see. And then, if we do that, this turn, face-up spell and traps you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. At the start of the damage step, that's the second effect, if your water monster, whose original level is 5 or higher, battles an opponent's monster, destroy that opponent's monster. Okay, so by the way, I don't think the other deck that I made, the version is that good, because this only talks about level 5 or higher monster. And the dinosaur, what was it, Megalus or Smasher or something, the level 4 dinosaur monster, water monster, that is a water monster, but it doesn't use this effect anyway. So I think this deck is actually the better version with the worm monster, because we could actually use the Heavenly Dragon Circle. I didn't even read this card, I'm sorry. Tribute one worm monster, add one worm monster from your deck to your hand, or if you tribute a non-effect monster to activate this card, you can special summon it instead. But its effects are negated, yeah, it doesn't have any effects anyway. So during your main phase, if you control face-up non-effect monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one Tenyi card from your deck to your hand. You can only use one effect per turn, so that's why we can do it now. We can do it the next turn though. And the only Tenyi card that we have is the counter trap card. You will see it when we actually have it. So hopefully we make it to the next turn, and then we can perhaps do something. Alright, attack. Alright, nice. My phase 2, we didn't forget anything. We do have some plays, and that's perhaps only the Link Spider, I think. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. End phase. Oh boy. Mister. I hope he's doing fine. Alright, nice. Then we have Phantasm Spiral Battle. If we only used one effect, then we could have done some things already, but unfortunately that's not happening. Alright, so we banish this from the graveyard, add a Tenyi card to the hand, and there's only one, you can see. And it is, when it's a counter trap card. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated while you control face-up non-effect monster, negate the activation. So, if this set card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon one non-effect monster from your action. So that's honestly really good. I'm curious what our opponent's gonna have. Unfortunately, we cannot normal summon a monster right now, or we cannot summon a normal monster right now. Oh, I completely forgot. We have this card, and I didn't even talk about it. If this is a Phantasm Spiral card, if all monsters you control are normal monsters, we have only one monster. and we have to have only one monster, minimum one monster. If that's the case, then you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. So that's really good, it's a trap card. But if Umi is on the field, you can activate this card from your hand. You can banish this, and then it has a graveyard effect as well. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one normal monster you control. Equip that normal monster with all Phantasm Spiral equip cards, spell cards you control that can equip to it. So the graveyard effect's almost never gonna happen. I barely even play the equip cards as well, so just so you know that's not gonna happen, but the first effects are really good. Alright, so let's attack. Ooh, the Messenger of Justice appears at dusk. I hope you're doing well. Let's end. I hope he has some. Oh, he could have done that last turn, right? Okay, no worries. He's gonna activate an effect, which is gonna trigger our field spell. Because if an effect's activated, then we can don't chain anything. We can special summon a token. Let's special summon in defense. And if we special summon a normal monster, then we can add a Phantasm Spiral card to the hand, and it will be this. There are two Phantasm Spiral trap cards. The one Phantasm Spiral Battle I just explained, and Phantasm Spiral Power. Yeah. If all monsters you control, same conditions, if all monsters you control are normal monsters, minimum one, target one effect monster your opponent controls. Until the end of this turn, it loses 1000 attack and defense, and also it has its effects negated. So that's a really good interruption. And it has the same thing. If Umi is on the field, you can activate this card from your hand. And I think it's the exact same. Equip one Phantasm Spiral from your hand. Yeah, so it has an effect on the graveyard as well, but it's not useful. At least in the version that I play. Okay, so this has, you can target one spell trap your opponent controls. This card, battle position cannot be changed till the end of this turn. Also change this card control from face-up attack to face-up defense position. Yeah, we are definitely gonna negate the effect. We have multiple things actually. We can do this to negate. No, this doesn't negate, I'm sorry. This just destroys the card. This does negate the effect. And we also have this, of course, in the hand. I think what we will do is just activate the Phantasm Spiral Power. Yeah. That's actually definitely the better choice, because this is actually an Omni Negate. It's spell trap or monster effect, so it's an Omni Negate. Negate can negate everything, and this can only negate monster effects anyway. So just activate it, negate its effect. Now it won't switch battle position anyway. Oh, he tributed it for this monster. When you tribute summon a monster, you can send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. Yeah, so now we can activate this, negate its activation. Okay, so it only negates the activation, doesn't destroy the card. Alright, so it negates the activation, the card will be face up on the field still. Target one Lightsworn monster in your graveyard that has a level added to your hand. Then banish any number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of level that monster. So he targeted which monster? You can see it here. Okay, level 6. Okay, fine, that's completely fine. So he adds it to the hand, and he banishes 6 cards from the top of his deck. Okay, so he is gonna battle, and now you can actually see stealth attack. I'm glad that he does. I'm glad that the computer actually does some logical plays. Like this would be a logical thing, but only if you are playing against this deck and you know what this deck is capable of, then you know see stealth attack will be in the deck and you won't attack. Like if it was a normal player who might know the deck. Alright, so when this card is activated, we read this, and it's about the last effect, this effect. At the start of the damage step, if your water monster whose original level is 5 or higher battles an opponent's monster, destroy that monster. So it's at the start of the damage step, so it's before they even battle actually. And luckily our token is level 8, and it's of course water, so see stealth attack. There's no applicable card in your hand. Yeah, so when it's activated, you can activate one Umi from your hand or graveyard, but yeah, that's fine, we don't have to. It's the better step. Activate a card effect. Yeah, we always activate this. Oh wait, I'm now activating its first effect. Oh, dang it, I didn't want to do that. It's the battle step. Okay, so I should have paid attention. It's not the battle step is not the thing that we want to. Oh, he cancelled his attack, of course, because I actually interrupted him. That's a pity. Alright, end his turn, sure. You bring it back. Because you banish one water monster you control to the end phase. So, oh, a third C stealth attack? Wow, that's insane. Okay, so we can actually do the same thing that he was about to do to us right now. Let's close this. And actually go to the battle phase. So we can just try to attack his monster. And you have declared a battle. Activate the card of effect. No, let's not do it right now. Oh, so this is mandatory. You don't even have to activate this. Destroy that one. Okay, so this is not a that's not an effect that you have to activate. Okay, that's a good thing. Good thing to know right now. All right, that is fine. Then we can go to the main phase. Set this in case he wants to kill our card. Then we can just bring it back. Okay, and I think before our opponent is gonna make a further plays, what we want to do is usually is wait, I want to do the okay. So now it shows the discards face down, like it shows it by this. It's so cool, so well done. I want to activate the face up card because we can use the once per turn you can banish one water monster you control until the end phase. We want to use it. I should have done that last turn as well. So we can banish our token, and because our opponent activated an effect in the next chain, it starts its own chain. The Phantasm Spiral effect will activate because we do not control token. And because currently we don't control token, we can special summon a token. We do it in defense. And because we special summon the normal monster, we can add a Phantasm Spiral card to the hand, and it will be, I guess, this one. Alright, I hope that was not too complicated. Judgment Dragon, welcome. Welcome, Judgment Dragon. Shuffle all cards in the graveyard. And all face-up banished cards into the deck. I mean, yeah, you can do that. I wouldn't mind. I don't use those cards. Ooh, he has two of them. Yeah, but our card destroys with effect, so... and we banished a monster already, so he can destroy our face-up cards. End phase? Yeah, he doesn't attack. Poor guy. Oof, poor, really poor guy. So this is a dead draw right now. We are not gonna use it. But what we can do is just attack his monsters, because why not? Battle. And apparently we don't have to activate it. That's really good to know. He still attacks activated. Activate, nope. Okay, that's fine. Then we attack his other card as well. And we kill with effect, so we don't actually battle. We go to main phase 2. Did I forget anything? Like, we can set these cards, but it's better not to set them. They're safer in your hand, and while Umi is face up on the field, we can just activate them from the hand anyway, so we're definitely not gonna do that. Let's go to the end phase. Hope that this is not a flip effect monster, but who knows? Who knows? He only has a few life points left though. Poor guy. Chain? Nope. Don't have to chain anything. Okay, adds that to the hand. He has banished monsters as well now. 9 cards in the deck, my man. We can easily, not easily, but I think we can actually go till we deck him out. If we really want to. Yeah, what we could have done is just negate its effects. We can still do that, I think. But the thing is, it actually, wait, this actually has its effects negated. So it can still activate its effect, and the cost can then never be negated. In your main phase you can send the top 2 cards. Oh, this is the full effect though. So, okay, let's see if he activates this effect. On phase, no, he doesn't. Oh, I should have banished our own token again. I completely forget that every time. I'm not... okay, I definitely have to learn... Okay, let's chain this now. Chain. Banish our card. Then his effect's gonna resolve. And sure, send the top 2 cards to the graveyard. That's fine. That is fine, yeah, sure. We activate this, we normal summon a token. I just want to see if we can deck him out, honestly. That's don't chain anything, thanks. So we get a token. And then in the next chain we will actually get to the hand one of the Phantasm Spiral cards. So we special summon that, interesting. Nope, don't chain. So these actually happen after the chain that was just resolving, and his one activates first, I don't know why, then ours chains to it, like it's just the same effects they activate at the same time. We activate this, or get that to the hand. We're gonna special summon his monster. He only has 4 cards left in his deck. Do we activate anything? Nope. I hope you see we do have a lot of interruptions, so like we still have this interruption. Phantasm Spiral Dragon, interesting. Yeah, let's change to attack. I'm gonna kill this card and this card, both of them. Let's do it. By the way, oh, that's pretty cool. We can also get into some of these plays, but like I guess only this is perhaps interesting. because we can get rid of the token, but yeah, oh well. Alright, let's go into battle, yeah? Okay, I do see... Wait, we cannot normal summon or special summon effect monsters this turn. Okay, so this is completely dead now. What I was thinking is we can normal summon it and then just link it away for one of these normal monsters, like this. And then we haven't used its effect, but we cannot even normal or special summon the effect monster, so okay. Let's go to battle. Let's attack this guy. Kill him with effect. Wow, we have so many things that we could do actually here. Then we attack this as well. Send it to the graveyard with effect. That's pretty cool. And then I guess we just end the turn. Oh, that's pretty funny. Main phase 2. We don't forget anything. End phase. Draw phase. Standard phase. Main phase 1. Okay, he's gonna activate its effect. That is completely fine. I think I'm just gonna activate this this effect. Let's see, can we change the C stealth? Nope, we can't. Okay, I don't know why, because I kind of wanted to banish our own card. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's banish our own card. Your opponent's about to end her turn. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, he's gonna activate its effect. He has to send cards to the graveyard, right? Top 3 cards. And this also sends cards. Let's see what happens. Okay, sure. He has an effect, so that's why we chain the... nope, we don't chain anything. We just summon a token, please. Sure, we get a token. He didn't resolve this effect yet. I'm not sure if he has to. I don't think he has to. Add the card to the hand. Oh, we can also add the equip spells, by the way. It's not really that useful. I did find out though that this effect, I'm just now thinking of it. This actually equip only to a normal monster. It gains 500 attack. When the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon one Phantasm Spiral Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard and equip it with this card. Then inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. But since we have C stealth attack, we're never gonna kill by battle. Like, this is a mandatory effect. At the start of the damage step, if your water monster whose original level is level 5 or higher battles your opponent's monster, destroy that opponent's monster. So it's destroyed by card effect and never by battle. That's of course only if you have C stealth attack. If you don't, then we can still equip these cards and they're decently good. But both of them just special summon this Phantasm Spiral Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard during the battle phase, so you can still attack with it as well. So that's pretty good, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, okay, let's just keep them in. Wait, we add to the hand. I guess this one. All right, let's see. So he's gonna resolve that effect. What's gonna happen? Turn change. Okay, so he's gonna draw a card, and then oh no, that was his turn. Of course, I almost forgot. Change to attack. Then we battle. We destroy this. Wow, he has a lot of attack here. Because he has so many monsters in the graveyard, but it's a pity that he actually we kill with effect, so yeah, it doesn't really matter which cards we kill, right? He has 5900 attack. Are we forgetting anything? We are not. End phase. Well, mister, draw your cards. Oh, we have to discard a card? Sure, Pathfinder. Okay, so we killed him with this. Awesome. Awesome. Opponent ran out of cards in the deck and could not draw. Okay, that's pretty cool. We actually showed the weakness of the Lightsworn deck. Nice. And we got tribute 1 dark monster with 1500 or more attack. Destroy all monsters that were special summoned this turn. So it's a decent card. It's a good card in regular trap decks, which go with Lilith, the Lady of Lament. Alright, cool. Let's see. Play. Okay, is this scenario? Alright, let's see. What happened to the Twilight monsters? The Lightsworn cannot inhabit this world for long. This is because they require enormous magical power in order to maintain their forms while in this world. Hence, as soon as the evil is destroyed, they vanish and race back to the realm of light. Transcending time and space, their battle for justice never ceases. Some have honed their skills in the realm of light to receive new roles as enforcers of justice. The Lightsworn have great hopes, for the people's hearts will be at peace. Hopefully one day, the world won't need such enforcers of justice. Until that day comes, they will continue to dispense justice wherever it is called for. Oh, the Lightsworns. Amazing, amazing monsters. Awesome. Okay, so I guess that's the main story. Light Spiral. Each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn monster, remove from play the top card of your opponent's deck. Okay. Not too good, unfortunately, but yeah, we have to think in like casual play, of course. I don't think in casual play it's even that incredibly good. Okay, let's see. Are you sure you want to go to the store? Yeah, let's see. Let's see what the pack is all about. So we have the UR card. Oh, we also have Lightsworn. Okay, let's just check it here. Featured cards. So there are only 4 cards which are UR rarity. Both dragons. Charge of the Light Brigade. That's indeed a really good card. You can imagine that this is this card goes with Raiden, together with Raiden. In like you can put it in a lot of decks that actually play with the graveyard. You can imagine zombie decks, for example. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Add 1 level 4 lower Lightsworn monster from your deck to the graveyard, and that will be Raiden then, of course. So Raiden is of course an SR card. Then we have these. Yeah, these were really good as well. Both of them are really good. This Soul Charge, Recharge, also a really good card, and then we have the rest is rare. So there's not a lot of this. If you want to build a Lightsworn deck, you can easily do it. Like you can easily buy this pack. It's only Lightsworn cards, all of them. Pardon me. So if you get any of the super rare or ultra rare cards on the right side of the pack, of course, if you get 8 cards per pack, and if you get it on the right side of the pack, then it will be guaranteed. It will guaranteed be one of the Lightsworn cards. You don't get any other archetype. So in that regard, I think this pack is really good. And I really think it's an amazing thing that they actually added the Lightsworn thing to the solo mode. So in that regard, we are halfway, and we will definitely continue with this in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Peace out.